Hi, I'd like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. This is my first video. And my YouTube channel is called Let's Meet in the Middle and Talk. What's the purpose of this YouTube channel? Well, quite frankly, it's just an opportunity for us to discuss topics and share my thoughts. And I think the important thing, that one of the things that we've lost in America over the last couple of years is the ability to agree to disagree. But instead of having a dialogue too often, it results in name calling, shouting the other side down, canceling each other out. So the purpose of this video channel is just an opportunity for me to share some of my thoughts. This first thought that I'm going to share with you in my first video has to do with where I live. I happen to live in Dane County, Wisconsin, and it's August 24th, 2020. It's a Monday, and last Friday, Public Health of Madison and Dane County decided to issue a proclamation, an order saying that grades K through 2 can meet in person, and grades 3 through 8 have to meet, or actually 3 through 12 have to meet virtually. This happened to catch a lot of schools, especially private schools, charter schools, off guard. And here's where my concern is. In Dane County, it is okay to have a child care, and a lot of schools, because of COVID, most of the private or public schools have decided to go virtual. That's their choice. That's the public school. I'm not here to argue that choice or those who agree with that. But here's where I have an issue. They are opening up those schools and allowing 15 students in a room in a child care, daycare situation. They're kind of calling them learning centers or whatever it may be. So the concept is you're going to have all these students from the area who will have to pay, in most cases, extra money in order to have this child care. They'll sit in a classroom with 15 other students, and there can be 1 or 2 other aides or people to watch over them over the course of the day. For some reason, Dane County thinks that is a healthy situation. I'm thankful that places are being able to offer that, where schools, the YMCA is offering that, and they're using various school buildings for that. But there happens to be a trampoline park, indoor trampoline park in town, who are doing the same thing. Now, this is no knock on them. They are providing a service which our community needs, because there's many parents who have to go back to work, and the schools are going virtual. So these schools and the YMCA, through various locations and like this indoor trampoline park, are providing a service to the community. I don't have a problem with that. I'm sure they're going to use safe guidelines, and I'm sure they're going to do their best to control COVID in their situations. But once again, they can have 15 students in a classroom, and they can have up to 2 adults or aides in that classroom who are watching them. But then why can somebody tell me, and so let's meet in the middle and talk, why can private schools or other schools not have a classroom with 15 students and a teacher under this current order? It really makes little sense. So it's safe to have a childcare situation, and where all the students can bring their Chromebooks, other learning devices, and have a hodgepodge of learning. And I call it a hodgepodge because they're going to be coming from different backgrounds, different ages, different teachers, different schools. So it's not going to be a cohesive program that each of these students are going to be learning with. Yet it's wrong for a private school or another school, or even a public school in towns. They can't even have a classroom of 15 students with 1 teacher. How does that make sense? I invite anybody down below to make a comment, and let's have a dialogue. How does that make sense? What is the safer situation? Would you rather have your child in a 4th grade classroom with 15 other students or 14 other students. And let's just say 15 other students and a teacher. That's 17 total individuals in a classroom in a controlled learning environment by a trained educator, using the guidelines that the state and public health have put out throughout the summer. Why is that not okay? I don't understand the rationale behind that. I'm asking those, if you want to share this video with those, if you happen to live in Dane County, I welcome you to share this video with whoever you want to share it with. I've sent emails to public health. I've sent emails to other leadership in the county asking a similar question to what I've just shared on this first video. It just does not make sense. So let's meet in the middle and talk. And I'm anxiously awaiting an answer how in more of an uncontrolled childcare situation that can take place in a school is okay, yet the same number of individuals in a classroom with a trained instructor cannot meet. Doesn't make sense. The order that was given last Friday, quite frankly, does not take into account the social, emotional, and mental health of the students that it is affecting. Now, these other places, they're providing a service that is needed. Many parents have to go back to work. Many parents aren't equipped to help guide or don't have the time to in their busy lives to guide virtual learning in the home. I'm not knocking these places. In fact, I will thank you, the YMCA, for stepping up in our community and providing a place for these kids to go so that some of their mental and their emotional and their social health can be taken care of. But please, I know I'm repeating myself, but I have nowhere else to go other than just to say it once again. Please answer this question. Anybody, I invite you, answer this question. How does having 17 individuals in a school, in a classroom, that's safe regarding COVID, yet a trained educator can't have 16 students in a classroom in grades 3 through 12 at this time? It just doesn't make sense. I invite you to make comments. Enlighten me if you disagree with me. But I also have one other request. If you happen to agree with me, feel free to share that. But one of the things I want to avoid on this channel is name calling, just shouting down and calling this side or this side names. I want to use this format to have a discussion, and hopefully this maybe spark some discussion. And if you want to enlighten me how this makes sense, I'm willing to be enlightened. And thank you for your time. And until next time, just remember, let's meet in the middle and talk.